Good morning and welcome to another video here on my channel. Just thought I'd grab the camera because look, the sun is coming out. Long ride today. It's 5:15 in the morning. I haven't seen 5:15 in the morning for, well, I haven't seen it this year. So have a quick glance at the setup today. 2.5 water bottles, both got high five energy drink in them, and on the front fork my bottle storage tool thingy-majig in there. Spear in the tube as always. In the top tube I've got power for the Wahoo. I've not got running it in. I'm just going to charge it up as a stop. Oh, in fact I could plug it in, couldn't I? Overnight glasses just in case it does take me longer than I think. Coffee drink in there. What else have I got? Cable for my phone. All my food's going to be in here. I've got to make some sandwiches yet. Got a couple of pancakes, well, crepes rather. A couple of chocolate bars. I've got a tube of hydration tablets in my bib shorts. I'm going to have some energy bars as well. I should also show you the back pockets as well. I've got obviously a pump in there. Saurine, malt loaf. I've got my gilet, snood, pair of gloves in there, some little thin ones just in case. Tucked in there I have got the waterproof arms as well for the gilet. Arm warmers, and that's about it really. And what I'll do with those clothing bits, by the time this is all eaten, I'll be able to put it in there out of the way, including my pump as well. I'll be able to take that off my back. It's a beautiful Sunday. Left earlier with arm warmers on, leg warmers, because like a thick mist and it's quite cold and rolling in, so that's all taken off now. Base layers off. It's getting quite warm. I don't know if you can hear, but I've got a noise coming from the drive chain. I changed my chain yesterday. I didn't change the cassette though, because it was only at 0.5 on the chain, so maybe I have to change the cassette as well. There you go. I don't know how well you can hear that, but it sounds like the chain's not marrying very well with the cassette. It's hard to tell you, right, because it sounds like it's coming from the front chain rings, but I can't imagine it's the chain rings worn out. So I left about 6:20 this morning, and I tell you what I have missed about getting up early riding this time is you can get a lot of distance in before the heat of the day. So I'm really quite enjoying it actually. It's quite cool at the moment. Another benefit of riding out early this morning is this course I'm doing today. I don't think I showed you it yet. Let's bring it up on screen. As you can see, if you take a look at the elevation as well, first half is quite hilly, so hopefully I'll get most of that done before the heat, for the hottest part of the day really. I'm going to try and get the first 100 miles done by 2:30 latest. Also a big benefit today is I'm riding out in the wind, so not just the hills to contend with, I've got the wind as well. So that second half will be mostly side and tail. Just coming up on my 100km mark, my first 100km mark. And Thixondale's just up the road as well. So it's either stop there or go upwards first out the valley and stop the other side of it. As I'm still feeling good, feeling more inclined just to keep on going. Yeah, back at Thixondale again. Morning. It's actually North Yorkshire this. We're just going through the grounds of Birdsall House. Having come down that hill at Thixondale. Cool down a bit, fly down the hill. I'm going to be looking for a bench in a second. Just heading through Wall Newton. It's not the one I'm familiar with though. This is North Yorkshire as opposed to North Lincolnshire. What a beautiful day though. Beautiful day. I haven't worked out what time I'll be crossing the Humber Bridge yet. It's probably going to be about 7, somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock I would imagine. So I can't remember if I already told you, but I said earlier I was going to have a lunch at 3 o'clock or 180 kilometres, whichever comes sooner. Now have a look. 8 minutes to 3, 176. That's going to be pretty close. So I'm just going to pull over soon, find somewhere just to lay out in the grass. have some lunch. Just in the village of Foston. Perfect actually. Not only is it nearly 3 o'clock, nearly done 180 kilometres, time to charge the battery, and there's a tap in the cemetery. Chill out for a little bit, enjoy the sunshine. Just enjoying a couple of ham buns that I made this morning. I've also brought with me a cup of Arrow Cabin iced coffee, cafe latte, Cabby's Bunchy Bar, and in there I've got a flapjack which I made yesterday using a recipe that I saw on YouTube on Duncan McNutt's channel. I'll stick a link in the corner of the screen, you can go click it if you want. So, and I must admit I've already tried a couple of slices at home already, really nice. And then there's roughly about 140k left to go after this. So doing well for time, A few videos ago I was telling you about what Strava have done to their route builder. In short, they've added surface types, which is brilliant, it's excellent. I've been waiting for ages for that. When that came out, it did however break the Velo Viewer Chrome extension, so you can no longer see your heat map, toggle it on and off where your squares are. Now within a week that's now been updated, it's all fixed and working again. And not only that, I noticed yesterday when I put this route together, as you're drawing the route as well, going to do squares, the square will turn yellow. So this route today, there's loads of yellow squares everywhere. And as you know, I love exploring new areas, so get more of my heat map coloured in. And in regard to the next place I'll be stopping, I've decided it's going to be the Humber Bridge. There's a picnic area there, and by that point probably should have roughly 70k to go, so that will be a good place to just stop, have that flapjack and other things. So that's my goal, next goal, flapjack at the bridge. It's important to have rewards at these goals, and that's mine today, flapjack. There we go, reaching 200 kilometres, and the ride time underneath 8 hours and 40 minutes. Quite pleased with that. I've done 1700 metres of climbing so far, pretty pleased with that. Benningborough Hall, Driffield Way on, was nice. And just to make a reply to somebody's comment on that video, I think it was close to cars. It was one of the ends, the gate was closed, so you couldn't drive all the way through, but it was open to everybody on bikes. My front disc brake has been quite embarrassingly squeaky, so I think I need to give it a good clean or something. It might be contaminated, a bit of oil or something like that. At some point in the future I want to come back to East Riding and go to Spurn Point, but I think it's going to take a mountain bike to get there. Just want to respond to a viewer who watched my last video, Simeon Smythe. It was commenting about one of my video shots. It looked like my saddle needed raising a little bit, to which More Green also replied saying way too low. Now, yeah, I must admit I've been trying to tweak it on and off since I bought this bike back in March. It's worth me mentioning as well, this bike arrived the day before lockdown, so I've not been able to get a bike fit, quite understandably. So I'm hoping as lockdown restrictions are eased, I can actually go get a bike fit. So obviously it's not just saddle height, it's position, bars, stem, everything else as well. So might tweak it again a little bit on a shorter ride as a result of the saddle being as it is. And I think I do notice, especially in the hills as well, Can't seem to put the right sort of power down, and that's what I like to fix more than anything else. Not just comfort, but making use of my available power. Just about to head past the East Riding village of Burstwick, and the furthest east point of this route today. Just up here for a quarter of a mile. Then pretty much it's a tailwind all the way back home. In an hour's time I will have been on the road for 12 hours. So I'm going to make a mental note of how far I've got in 12 hours of time. Just left Otteringham, nipped into a restaurant and some water. Whilst I was there, I looked to my side now and zoomed out a bit and heading east again. Bloody hell. Speed literally drops about 5 kilometres heading this way. Definitely my furthest easterly point coming up, Hatterington. I do have course to celebrate though. I just looked down and now I am underneath 100 kilometres to go. It's about 95 left. It's about 6:15. So I have to, it's probably going to be 10:30, I reckon, by the time I walk in the door. I bet there must be a few King of the Mountains segments around here for the taking. Right, just coming up to 6:30 now, means I've been riding for 12 hours now. 246 kilometres. That's pretty good, it's pretty good. I'm just coming up to 4 Gumbold. Next up after that will be Paul, which comes out alongside the DFDS ferry port in Hull. So I'm trying to work out how far the Humber Bridge is from there. I told myself earlier I'd stop at either 250 kilometres or the Humber Bridge, and it is already 250 kilometres. Doesn't quite come out of the ferry terminal as I thought it would. Different roundabout. But it did jog my memory this time last year, first week of June. I was just getting ready to head out to the Netherlands to ride the Fitzelf Stellentocht. 15,000 people entered that on all sorts of bikes, all sorts of abilities, not just your Strava athletes, but just regular people who don't ride bikes and trikes and everything like that. God, I can't believe how fast time has gone. I was a long way off in my estimates of how far the Humber Bridge would be away, and timings and things like that. Out of Hull, going into Hessel now. It'll be a lot longer than I thought to get through Hull. It's not because I was going slow, it's just getting traffic lights. So from here in Hessel, 45 kilometres to go, 285 done. It's about the time I get to the bridge, it'd be nearly 290s. I was out by a good 40 kilometres. And I'll be having a short break there, I think. Finally onto the Humber Bridge. This is where I'm going to be to my food as well, because they've turned the Humber Bridge car park into test and trace, so can't sit down anywhere. So I'm just going to have to enjoy this magnificent view here. There it is, view over the Humber Estuary. Right, can't linger because it is 8:20. Just on my way through Barton now. Had a bit of a panic on thinking I didn't have enough food in my pockets. Then I remembered the sorry malt loaf. Got the slow, laborious slog up Hawkstow Road now. I want to get to the top. Arms are on, shoelays on, but no, it goes downhill pretty quickly. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Just going to ride last bit of distance in the semi-dark. You won't be able to see much, I don't think. So, any questions, comments, don't forget to put them down below the video. Anyway, for me, take care. Have a great week. See you again soon. Bye bye.